Thanks for being with us on this Monday morning, 16th day of October, and we are live to the KGNS app. We're live to the website at kgns.tv. We are also live to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel as well. Thank you so much for making us part of your morning. We are halfway through the month, as I mentioned, October the 16th, and we are exactly 2 months away from National Wreaths Across America Day, and the second time that the city of Laredo will be celebrating the day. And though the actual ceremony is 2 months away, time is running out if you want to sponsor a wreath, because there is a date that Lynette Mead needs to get those wreaths in, and she is joining us this morning. Lynette Mead, the Wreaths Across America location coordinator. Hi, Lynette. How are you?
Hi, Ruben. Nice to see you again.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. We want to make sure and get the word out that if anybody would like to sponsor a wreath for the upcoming ceremony, time is running out. Before we get to that, last time you were here to talk about the banquet. Now talk about the banquet before we go on.
Well, this is the first time I've ever done anything like that, and the banquet was so beautiful. It was heartfelt. Two of the Gold Star mothers spoke, and the 91-year-old POW had a chance to tell his story. It was very moving, and I think everyone, of course, Bob enjoyed himself very much. No, it was something that I feel that I will definitely do next year. It was definitely a very veteran-orientated event.
Yeah. And it was twofold. You were able to raise money to purchase wreaths, correct?
Yes. I had one table not come through, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, altogether, we're really close to having enough wreaths for the city cemetery. Now we have to work on the Catholic.
Now, last year you were able to cover the entire city cemetery and some of the Catholic, correct?
The entire city is 1,769 veterans that are laid to rest there. The Catholic, of course, has, 3,700, 4,700, somewhere around in there to make the 6,000 in total. Last year we were able to do 1,200. I would like to extend that number this year.
Sure. And how are things going so far?
Well, I'm behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in Maryland until May. I'm truly behind the 8 ball, and that's why I need Laredo's help. Now, I do have a lot more groups coming on board, which is so helpful. And of course, Laredo always surprises me at the last minute. So I don't know where I'm going to be. But I can, at least right now, if you can get either checks into me or go into the website, I can really start calculating how many we'll have.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Laredo has the mañana syndrome, and a lot of this comes in at the last minute. The actual ceremony's on the 16th, Lynette. Those are the websites. They're on your screen. If you want to just go directly to the website and sponsor a wreath, you can do that. The one on the top is for the city cemetery. The second one is the Catholic cemetery. And there's Lynette's number just in case. The wreaths did go up. They're $17 this time around. Now, you could, if you want to sponsor one for a specific family member, Lynette, do they need to contact you, or can they do that on the website?
In the website, as you scroll down and you push the button sponsor, it will ask you if you want a gray specific. And if you do, push on that button, it will ask your loved one's name. And this way I can see it as well from my end. So that way, when that day comes, I know that there's a wreath allocated for that loved one.
Yeah, and last year I know several people after the fact wanted to sponsor a wreath and didn't know how. So this is your second time around to do that. And it's really just that simple by going to the website.
Yeah, and I will make sure that there's at least one box left at the Catholic, because the Catholic, since everybody is so sparse, if you're not there to lay that wreath yourself, and if by chance that they happen to be missed, I will make sure that there's at least a box left at the Catholic just in case.
Yeah. Lynette Mead is joining us this morning. Wreaths Across America Day, National Wreaths Across America Day, is on December the 16th. Last year's ceremony was the inaugural event for the city, and it was a beautiful event. I highly encourage anyone that just is interested to attend at the very least, but sponsor a wreath, because this is about the mission of Wreaths Across America Day, which is not only done nationally, Lynette, but across the world, right? There
Yeah,
are
overseas too. It's quite amazing how it grew from just a simple act of kindness by Merle Worcester, and then 30 some years later, as they became a nonprofit. I mean, almost 4,000 cemeteries throughout the United States, and almost 3 million wreaths were laid last year. And I can't even imagine what our numbers will be this year.
Yeah. And there's an image of the wreaths being laid on the graves of those who have served this country and are now buried at the cemetery. And it's really part of the ceremony is, once the ceremony is done, it's time to go and lay the wreaths. And you have children being involved and putting the wreaths on the graves. And that was very powerful, because that's really what it's about, isn't it?
It is very powerful. And our little ones are growing up in an odd world now. And, it's important that they know that freedom is not free, and that there are so many that have paid a price for all of us.
I just, on another subject, you were at the funeral for Sergeant Crescenciano Garcia Jr. He was finally laid to rest beside his mom and dad on Saturday. And it was really emotional, Lynette, seeing the casket there and thinking this man...
He was 22.
73 years ago, when he was 17, decided to get into the Army, and unfortunately was taken prisoner of war and killed. He was MIA until he was finally brought back.
Well, his mother always had hope that he would be back. That's why she had that plot there for him.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, well, they met before.
Yeah.
Obviously, before his body came here, they met.
Sure.
But the family, I spoke to one of them, and I think that they were overwhelmed, excited, and a piece of their family is now back. Because for years they've all heard about him.
Yeah. And it's just mind-boggling. It was mind-boggling to stand there and put your frame of mind in 1950 or whatever. I forget the year that it was that he went to Korea. What was going on in the world at that time? And here you have a 17-year-old that wants to give his is offering his life for his country, really, and he did pay the ultimate price. And it's just something that we don't really see.
No,
it exists because there's still people in the service, obviously, but I don't know that we understand it as much as we used to.
No, and we have to keep on going. We have to tell their stories. Yeah. And the city did a really, I think, outstanding job. It was very respectful, very poignant. I think Joe Jackson did an outstanding job as well.
Well, and it was a funeral. He's being laid to rest.
Yes.
So they had a short ceremony. Of course, there was a mass before they made the procession over to the cemetery, and then the actual burial was a private for the family.
Yeah.
But it's just a reminder, and it was mind-boggling to me to think that this young boy, really 17, wanted to get into the Army, and then he paid the ultimate price. But this is just a part of what Wreaths Across America Day is. It's remembering those that gave their lives for our country, that served in the service, and it's just a beautiful event, Lynette. So the day is December 16th, but you've got a cutoff day where you got to get in the orders. So when is that?
I have to have all the wreaths up, all the orders up to the wreaths by November 24th. That way they have time, because it's a big logistical job on their half to get all of these wreaths throughout the United States. Over 700 trucks deliver the wreaths throughout the United States and overseas.
Right.
And of course, my husband will be bringing our wreaths from Maine down here. And then, of course, Jaime, thank God for Jaime, is going to let us use his truck as well. That will go on the Catholic like it did last year, and ours will go in the city.
Jaime Mendiola from L&F Distributors.
Yes.
Nice. So again, those are the websites. There's the number. That's Lynette's number. If you are a business and you would like to perhaps make a donation to purchase several wreaths, that's something that is welcome. I know there are several businesses that do that, right?
Absolutely. And then when their check comes in, I always put it in the 2 for 3 group, which is group 1105 in the website. For every wreath, every 2 wreaths that are bought, we get an extra wreath. And that adds up quick. If a business sends a decent amount, actually, if an individual buys 2 wreaths, 3 wreaths is great.
Yeah.
So it does add up quick, though.
Yeah, sounds good. Lynette, anything else that we need to mention?
Just the time's approaching real quick. So everybody who wants to come, please do. Please come honor our veterans, and buy a wreath. They're $17.
Yeah. Do you envision a day where Laredo will cover every wreath, every grave?
Yeah, I do. Absolutely. Absolutely. Maybe not this year, but that's okay. We can work our way into it because it's a lot of logistical work after that as well. So,
What is about awareness, though? I mean,
100%.
Yeah, I mean, people still don't know about Wreaths Across America Day, and that's why we do this, because you have to constantly raise awareness that this is going to happen every year, God willing, and the goal is to get every grave with a wreath.
Absolutely. So I'm out here everywhere I can. I talk about the wreaths more than I talk about anything else.
Yeah, well, that's okay, Lynette. Thank you for all you do. God bless you. And of course, I've known you for quite a while now.
I know.
Quite the interesting
How lucky
ride.
I am.
Stop. Lynette, thank you. God bless you. I'm going to leave the phone number up there and the websites for you. Let me do that real quick. Again, if you want to sponsor a wreath, go to those websites, and you can also call Lynette, and it's National Wreaths Across America Day, honoring our veterans. What's the mission? To
remember the fallen, honor those who serve, and to teach our youth the value of freedom.
There you go. Thanks, Lynette.
Thank you.